Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Wow.
It's time for our tale of the tape. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier. He took part in the greatest boxing trilogy of all time with Muhammad Ali. He defines the words Philly fighter. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed.
Smokin' Joe Frazier. Here comes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
There's a counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than others.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. We wanted action, and they are deliberate. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Desperation mode here, gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax. Just stay focused.
You gotta get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag.
Just the same again.
Well, we've gotten the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. That jab won't score. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What's that?
So much for boxing. This is a fight. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage.
That's right.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Straight right just misses. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice exchange here from both men. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Unlucky to miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Look at that chap slick. Now don't wait till he can do anything.
Go back and win the round, right?
It's gonna take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again.
This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the gets.
Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. seat is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Right about it. Let's go out there and let's reset.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let Wickens fire.
Yeah, go out there.
On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Frazier in trouble. Down goes Frazier. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled.
Like that. Fucking
1, 2, 3.
best undisputed player ever.
Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now,
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
you've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Let him back into the fight. Go way back.
Nice round. Good round.
There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They exchange punches. Incredible work rate. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. And Bo is dazed. Big Daddy Bo goes down. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I'm going to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. And the big fella stumbling backwards. Let's talk about Bo and that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You can make or break a fighter.
Take that confidence. Good work. That's it.
Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they pull it right there. Big Daddy in trouble. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that ever hope. You remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Stamina is
Fuck
off
my
the
time.
charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off.
And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his leg is gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punching. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot.
Simple.
You'd like to see more jabs. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
I was weak.
The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart settings. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At everything.
Dominates.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you motherfuckers and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Authoring is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight. He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez. This man is synonymous with this bout. These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, I'm going to stay here.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The straight right just misses.
2-1.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You can walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away with it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good thing it didn't land. A perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Tried to score with a jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it could be the sweetest sound.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter. Threw a punch and just got countered. They missed with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Good job defending the jab. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands.
Come on, man.
To be careful for that receipt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Watch out. Basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Great work.
And there's the big round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
They need to be careful they don't push themselves out here. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. A perfect counter lands. Do you believe what we are seeing? The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Find in your place and win this round back. Take away that confidence, stop him.
Shots, keep smart.
And there's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. It's all offense, all the time. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. People can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pot areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone, and you've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. Crawford is dazed. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to...
Here we go, it's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close hand.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And there's the bell for round 8. That counter shot lands. That jab misses. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
stamina is off the charts.
Wow.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
I'm tired of me.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Well done with that counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Oh, and Chavez goes down.
And that shit, baby.
Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What?
And stupid. Okay.
And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
I like the guys, you. That's how it's supposed to go. Like that shit. First round, I feel more. Second round, want to do the 29. How did you do that? One in 17. One in 23. One in 17. 36, 16. Still on that. 22, 28, 8, 16, 8. Just gotta get better.
Yeah. Look at that.
I didn't know what happened.
All the belts, mighty.
Still one more. Wow. Probably a night.
Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't say a thing, no but pin, we bring when right, somebody shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't say a thing, no but pin, we bring when right, somebody shot sling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't say a thing, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I push you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, choke of the shore. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in this.
See what you got one day.
In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't say a thing, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't say a thing, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Marry have a kid on his heels. In the ring, it's playing real. Brave up man, put a kid on his shield. Act daft man, put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging up field. Left up, give him with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Snap. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a thing, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a thing, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot sling.
They're going to be the step.
victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound. Pound for pound. Pound for pound. Pound for pound. Pound for pound.
Let's get it.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our Jaime the Beast Munguia, and your hometown is Tijuana, Mexico. You're good. Juan Manuel Marquez. And how about this man? Not only a pound-for-pound fighting great, but when it comes to entertaining fights, there may be none better than this man.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the hard-hitting knockout artist and a super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
One of the hottest tickets around. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice hook there. A well-placed hook. A straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Through the looped uppercut, but it misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your blood.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the neck.
There's the bell for round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold them. You've got to tie them up. You've got to lean on them when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
These two fighters are made for one another. Exchange punches. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nope, that hook won't score. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Can they finish it? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than ever.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Good counter punching. Good counter punching. And he misses with the left uppercut.
One more.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
On to the 4th we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? That right hook catching air. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. If someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
And we may see an early stoppage here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. Big hook doesn't land. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut.
Uppercut is dead. God damn.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. In that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without it.
Huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass? Hold that thought! And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Yeah.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Said I'm not. Right.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. suck it up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Which one of these? Munguia is down.
Wow,
that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
And there's the bell for round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That big hook doesn't land. And down goes Jaime Munguia. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And this is not the way Munguia thought this fight was gonna go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my word, the Mexican now in real trouble. And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're okay.
Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round.
There's always a way back, don't ever round anybody else.
Calm yourself back. Come on. You're starting to make mistakes and okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Round 8, and we're off again. Nice counter punch right up the middle. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Missing with the left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with the jab. These punches coming from every angle. It's It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Hold that thought! The defense failed them! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.